I just saw a preview for a documentary that is coming out later on this month that I think it is critical for you to watch. Please take 2 minutes and watch it. I am not affiliated with this company. I don't know anyone there. I'm not being paid by them to share this with you. In fact, I emailed them to see if I can share it. I'm waiting to hear back from them, but it was so compelling. And I think it says a lot about how horribly the Trump administration managed the coronavirus and how responsible they are for the deaths of 200,000 Americans. Take a look.
The CDC has identified a case of coronavirus in Washington state. The words about a pandemic at this point?
No, we're not at all, and it's going to be just fine. Whatever happens, we're totally prepared.
We, the scientists, knew what to do for the pandemic response. The plan was in front of us, but leadership would not do it. It is time to lay our careers on the line and push back.
It's clear the United States did not perform to the best of its ability with the coronavirus.
What went wrong for us?
The truth is that political leaders caused avoidable death and destruction.
The scientists sounded the alarm every day. The U.S. government was doing nothing.
One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear. It'll be wonderful, it'll be a gift from heaven.
It's complete bullshit. He has no idea what he's talking about.
I decided to break protocol and alert Americans.
A key government scientist was removed because he wouldn't climb on the president's bandwagon.
They started to blame other people, and it was frightening. There was real fear of retribution, and we were watching the number of deaths in the U.S. tick higher and higher.
Do you take responsibility?
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
We've never had a failure like this.
The truth is finally coming out.
There's so much to expose.
We have it totally under control.
So again, I'm not affiliated with this organization. I don't know anything about the company that is filming this. I'm not being paid by them to share this. In fact, I'm actually still waiting on actual permission to share this. But I am fascinated by this documentary because of the implications. We know these things. We knew that this was being mishandled. But that doesn't minimize the fact that we now are getting evidence of the mishandling of COVID-19 and how Donald Trump is directly responsible for the deaths of 200,000 Americans. And then if you put this in context of he himself getting COVID-19 and everyone now saying that we should have so much empathy and sympathy for him. But I'm sorry, it's difficult for me to extend empathy to someone who intentionally made decisions that led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people in this country that did not have to die. The complete rejection of science, the complete rejection of common sense, the politicization of wearing masks, the hyper politicization of coronavirus in general, the campaign rallies, gathering 20,000 people in closed spaces. The fact that now we are finding out that he knew he had coronavirus as early as Thursday, 72 hours before he went to Walter Reed, and still conducted a fundraiser exposing Republican donors to COVID-19. I'm sorry. It is extremely difficult for me to extend any empathy to a man who has extended none to us. And the fact that he intentionally ignored the scientists when we could have mitigated this disaster that has not only claimed the lives of 205,000 people, but has cost so many people their jobs. So many people are standing in food lines right now because he mishandled this virus. So again, I don't know this company, Neon. I saw this on my Twitter timeline this morning, and I felt it was something that you had to see because we need it to be documented. What the president has been able to do and his administration has been able to get away with is holding tight control and a firm grip on information that comes from scientists regarding COVID-19, and seeing that grip has made it look as though the president has done the best job he possibly could do, we all knew intuitively that the scientists had to be not only frustrated, but infuriated. And so I'm looking forward to this entire documentary when it comes out, because it is confirmation of what we know, but it needed to be documented, and it needed to be on the record that Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States, made decisions that intentionally politicized this pandemic, which led to the deaths of 205,000 Americans so far. And now that it is spreading like wildfire, we have no idea how many more people will die before we can get it totally under control.